Yes, of course.
Okay, can I start now?
Yes. Yes, sure, Karina, you can start.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Dr. Maizura and also Miss Soraya. First of all, I would like to thank you for your time, for listening to my presentation, and thank you to Daniel for helping me with the slides. So my name is Diane Farisa Binti Zuhaimi, and this is my ALS670 workplace presentation. Okay, I can start with... Okay, so I have been interning in Temple Park International School since 2nd September, and I will be finishing soon next week on the 2nd January 2025. And my position is mostly marketing and administrative intern. I work from Monday to Friday and from 8 to 5 p.m. in the evening, and my allowance benefit is 500 ringgit per month. And my roles and tasks I have done is I sit in the reception desk, so I greet visitors and conduct school tours, prepare for new students onboarding, attend meetings related to the school's curriculum activities, handle and participate in internal and external school events, and also I manage and update the school's social media posts and the school website. So about Temple Park International School, it is a distinguished institution situated in the scenic town of Rawang, Selangor, Malaysia. It was founded in 2018. It is a privately owned school offering education from preschool, from kindergarten to high school. The school is managed by Talim Sendirian Berhad based in Dubai, and this is the school map. Okay, so for my challenges, I'm happy to say that fortunately, I didn't face many difficulties during my 4 months here, especially with such a supportive and kind supervisor, Miss Soraya, who guided me through the completion of every task that she gave me. So the challenges I did encounter were very minimal, and I was able to overcome them in no time and by myself. Nevertheless, I am thankful for these challenges as they have been valuable for me, and I understand that the solutions that I have found were actually not only relevant in a school setting, but also it can be used in any setting that I can use in the future, so I do not repeat this minor or major mistakes again. So the first challenge was cultural sensitivity. As the school has students from diverse cultural backgrounds, being new, I wasn't actually fully aware of the cultural norms or communication styles they follow, which could lead to misunderstandings. This happens especially when non-verbal communication. So connecting with students, particularly with the non-verbal communication. Additionally, language barriers arose when interacting with parents and students who do not speak English or Malay, and I know that this kind of challenge, not only me face that, but also the other staffs and teachers as well, so it's kind of normal here. And the second challenge is dealing with student behavior. While I wasn't formally responsible for this, but I would sometimes step in when the person in charge was busy trying to address these minor issues, even though I did not know the students well. So without much experience, it was actually kind of challenging at first, but sometimes I worry that I might be disappointing them even though they're just students. But however, as I got to know the students better over time, it became much easier. And the third challenge was I had no previous experience with children, maybe with siblings, but not with children that are not close to me. So when I first applied to the administrative department, I did not expect to interact this close with the students. So I now realize that having experience with children is crucial in a school setting, as it helps create a positive and productive environment and ensures that I do not say or do anything that could affect negatively on anyone. So, well, there's a first time in everything. And as for my learning experiences, I'm grateful for the opportunity to work in an intercultural environment. The experience of cultural exposure has been invaluable for me, enhancing my understanding and helping me develop essential skills to navigate a diverse world, which will be useful in international settings as well. So I've also learned the importance of building relationships with even younger people. So this encourages positive behavior and improves communication between me and them, and helping me better understand their emotions, which ties back to the third challenge that I mentioned earlier. I've also learned the importance of seeing things from other point of views and again with different ages, even youngsters. So understanding how my actions or words may affect others enhances my emotional intelligence. By putting myself in someone else's shoes, I become more aware of my own feelings and behaviors, fostering greater self-awareness. So this ability to view situations from different angles helps me adapt my behavior, improving my social interactions and ability to handle challenges effectively. So next, just a friendly, how is LG243 related to the real world? Just a friendly reminder to Miss Raya that LG243 is a code for my course, which is English for Intercultural Communication. So in the real world, English for intercultural communication is essential for fostering global interaction, bridging cultural gaps, and enabling effective communication across various sectors, even diplomacy, even education, business, technology. And the ability to communicate in English helps individuals navigate complex intercultural environments and contributes to mutual understanding and success. So firstly, I would say that its versatility. Without realizing it, the subjects I've studied over my 5 semesters have greatly enhanced not only my soft skills like communication, but also my hard skills like presentation, marketing skills, and that's good for me in long term and short term. And this affects my workplace efficiency and also building interpersonal relationships. And for the next one is the roles of English language in the workplace setting. One of the most important ones that I had in mind while doing this slide is documentation and reporting. Formal documentation, English is the language of many professional documents like contracts, reports, proposals, emails, and a solid understanding of English ensures that employees can write professionally and also accurately. So what is the most important for industries and also companies or even small business owners is branding and marketing as well. So for companies with a global presence, English is often used in branding, advertising and marketing materials to reach a wider audience. So whether it's a product or a promotional content, English often serves as the medium for communicating with potential customers all around the world. And the second one, English allows collaboration across borders. And in terms of technology and digital tools like Microsoft Teams, the basic ones that we use every day as well, the role of English in the workplace is even more significant. As the primary language for much of the digital ecosystem, English underpins a vast array of technology tools, platforms and systems that are essential for modern business operations. So even though the platforms that I mentioned earlier, they also support different languages, however, English is the default language that bridges the gaps, the cultural gaps that we use for global teams, facilitating communication, problem solving, and also knowledge sharing. So for employees and also employers, proficiency in English is essential not only to understand and use these technologies, however, to also stay competitive in an increasingly digital and globalized job market. So for the next one is my recommendations for the code LG243. The first one is offer specialized courses designed to enhance professional, social, and interactive skills to engage engage with people of all ages in both formal and informal settings. And the second one is organize seminars or field trips for new cohorts, for new batches, as experiencing culture firsthand can offer a vastly different perspective compared to just studying about it. So the second one is a bit personal to me because I've experienced it firsthand. Because my 5 semesters studying about it, it's totally different when you actually have to be in an intercultural setting. And it's much different when you just like have to study and just pass tests regarding the intercultural setting. Okay, so in conclusion, my internship experience at Temple Park International School has been a transformative journey, providing me with valuable insights, practical skills, and industry exposure in the field of marketing and communications. Through hands-on tasks such as managing social media platforms, copywriting, and updating promotions, and handling events, I have honed my digital marketing expertise and learned how to effectively engage with prospective students and parents. And all in all, I've had a wonderful time in TPIS, and I'm very grateful for it. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Karina. Very insightful and very interesting, and I love the photos that you're sharing with the children. How old are these children?
Most of them are 4 to 5. 4 to 5 and 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move to the Q&A session. So there'll be some questions from myself and also some questions from Miss Soraya as well. Okay. So I guess I could start off with the first question. Yeah. All right. So based on the presentation that you've shared and also some of the information that you've shared as well, I would just like to know further when you mentioned about the challenges that you face, for example, like the cultural sensitivity as well as dealing with students' behavior as well. Okay, if you don't mind sharing further, could you explain to me on how did you actually overcome those situations with regard to the cultural sensitivity as well as the difficulties as in handling the students' behavior?
Okay, thank you for the question. Actually, the cultural sensitivity is not very, it wasn't really overwhelming for me because I've been studying it on paper throughout my 5 semesters. So I just like remember, but if it's hands-on, I just get to know these students more and more, try to connect with them, because we have students from Japan, we have students from Sudan, we have students from Thailand. So I try to understand their point of views because these students actually stay in Malaysia as well, so they're very familiar with our style in Malaysia as well. Yeah.
Okay, any specific examples you can share with regards to dealing with students' behavior?
Students' behavior.
And how did you dealt with it?
Oh, okay. So, first of all, I never knew that I would be close to some of the students. So, when I have already developed a relationship with them, sometimes they come to me and tell me about their problems. So even if it's minor, even if it's major, but sometimes when we see if it's small, but for them it's actually quite big. So we actually have a student, a fair person, but sometimes when she's busy, I just try to solve them myself. So I just give whatever I can give, trying not to say or do anything wrong. I just try to give my own advice. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Karina. Miss Soraya, do you have any questions you'd like to ask?
Actually, no, not really. The comment would be that she has done her part well, and she is really a person who's really proactive. So yeah, because I don't really have a question for her because I know what she has been doing so far.
Okay, all right. Any areas that you feel that she could improve on, or yeah, as well as some of the strengths that you could share?
Her strength would be obviously communication skill. She has no problem in conversing with parents, and we always have this label for parents. We have difficult and we have accommodating parents, and she can do both at this moment. And to cater their needs, so far she is able to deliver it, and that is her strength. She can present herself well for the school. Something that she needs to improve. Hardly, because there are things that she doesn't know but she always tries. So that's a good thing. So I really don't have like a big point to tell her that, this is really sucks.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, back to you, Karina. I just would like to know, so based on this experience of yours, yeah, what are some of the skills that you feel that you have learned, that will be useful for you in the future?
Skills. I've always think that I have social skills, but when it comes to younger students, younger people, I forget that I have social skills. I become a bit when I first arrived, it became a bit awkward, but then the skills developed more and more. I had more empathy in me, trying to understand more. Actually, how they're like that because they don't understand certain things. So we have to explain. We don't just like ask them like, why don't you know this, why don't you know that, but actually they need to learn. So yeah, that's why one of my challenges is I didn't have experience with children. Yeah, so it's a bit, but now I think I have skills that I can actually communicate well with the younger people. Yeah.
I see. All right. And you're enjoying it as well?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Now they're on their term break, so it's a bit boring.
I see. Okay, so, and how do you think that this experience of yours, have shaped your view about the working environment or the workplace setting?
Workplace setting, my view.
Yeah.
This is my first time being a reception, first of all, so trying to cater all the parents' needs, all the students' needs is a bit hectic. It can be hectic sometimes, usually after their classes. So everyone's here, and then basically it's different from my friends' experience because they're more to like corporate and they're more in the office, which is very quiet. So when I share my experiences with my friends, they say like it's fun but hectic as well, but I'm really grateful for it actually. So it doesn't it's different, but it's really fun.
Okay. All right. So what would be one of the most memorable experience that you've ever had that you feel that you'll never forget when you leave the place?
The students, of course, but but some of the parents already like we exchange contacts because I'm actually quite close with some of the parents. So we plan to have meetups after my internship as well. Yeah.
Okay, alright, that's interesting. So you've got positive rapport with the parents as well, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, alright. I think that is all from me, nothing much anymore. Very clear presentation as well. Miss Araya, on your part, anything else?
No, not really.
Okay, alright. So I guess that's about it, Karina. Thank you so much for the presentation, as well as Miss Arya as well. Thank you so much for your time.
You're most welcome. Yeah.
Okay, Karina, you take care.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Alright. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Bye.
Bye.
You stop sharing.
Boleh?